Okay, welcome back. So in the previous class, we have seen what is meant by applet and what are various types of applets and how to write applet programs. Okay. So now in today's class, we will see more applet programs. Okay. So in the previous class, I told you an example. Now let us revise. Okay. Now what you have to do is let us take the program. So p1.java, right? Now first what you have to do is import java dot applet dot star applet package. Okay. And next one import java dot awt package abstract window toolkit. Okay. Next write down the class public class. What is the class name? My class name is p1 and the class extends, okay, our existing applet class. Okay. Then write public void paint. Okay. Now the paint class takes the graphics class object. Okay. Paint class takes the graphics class object, and in which there is a method called drawString. Now the drawString method is used to display the output. Okay, display strings on applet. Okay, now this is the program. Now if you want to execute this applet code, we need to write the applet tag. Okay, now the applet tag is must be enclosed with the angular braces. Okay, applet which has three parameters. What is the first one? The first one is the code, and the second attribute is the width of the applet on console, and the third attribute is height of the applet. Okay, and then close the applet tag. Okay, and close the comments. Now why we are putting these statements inside the comments? Here the slash star and star slash means comment lines. These are comment lines. Now these are omitted during the compilation process. Okay, but when you are executing this applet code, what you have to do is use applet viewer. Now the applet viewer will read this code and load this dot class file into onto the applet. Okay, so now what you have to do is the compile the code java c. Now p1.java. Okay, and then applet viewer p1.java, not class file. Okay, p1.java. Now see here, this is the output. Now here I am printing the string hello applet. This is the hello applet at the location 20 comma 50. What is 2050? X coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate means from this left to right. Y coordinate means from top to bottom. Y coordinate is from top to bottom. Now suppose if I am changing these coordinates to 200. 200 means in the x direction 200, y direction 50. Now let us check once again what happens. Now see here, where is this? Now this one. This is the x coordinate and the x direction. This is the 200. Y direction. This is 50. Okay. And similarly, this is also 200. Suppose in the x direction 200 and y direction 200. And see where the string. This is x direction 200, y direction 200. Okay. Horizontal x direction, vertical y direction. Okay, so like that we can print the output at the specified location. Okay, so please note down the output, program and output. 8 bits. Hmm? So please note down the program and we will move on to next examples. Please note down the code and output also. Okay. and execution, how to execute. Now executing an applet is like this, Java cp1.java, and how to run applet code using applet viewer. Using applet viewer. This is one way. Okay. That is, how can you execute applets? Now first write down the program, then we will see. Please note down the code. Please note down the program, and then we'll see output. Okay. Now how to run this applet program, this program? The one way is embedding this applet tag within this code. Okay. Embedding the applet tag. Applet tag means this is a highlighted code. Okay. This applet tag within the source code. Okay. And then now how to run applets. Okay. How to run applets. Now one way is using applet viewer. Using applet viewer, and second one is using HTML page. Using HTML page. Okay. Right. Now this using applet viewer we have seen. Okay. Using applet viewer, what you have to do is now embed the applet tag in Java source code. What you have to do is embed the applet tag in Java source code. What is that applet tag? This one. Okay. Now simply you can embed this code inside the Java source code, and then run the code using applet viewer space file name dot java. Okay. Applet viewer space file name dot java. So this is one way. This is one way of executing running applets. Okay. This is one way of running applets. And the second way is using HTML page. That part we will discuss. Okay. Second way is using HTML page. Okay. Now for this, what you have to do is, take a notepad file and type the code, type the following code, and then finally save the file with .html extension. Okay. So now what is the code? Simply use the HTML tag and then this applet code. Okay. And then this applet code. Write the applet tag. Okay. Applet code equal to file name dot class and width equal to 200 and height equal to 300 and close the applet tag. Okay. And finally close the HTML tag. Right. This is step number 1. Okay. Now step number 2 is open the above file using any web browser. Using any web browser. Okay. So these are the simple steps to run. Simple steps to run applets. That is the second approach, using HTML page. Okay. So please note down these steps and then we'll move on to example. Okay. Please write down the code. Okay, so next let us see how to run the same code, this one, using the second approach. Okay, this is the first approach, just I shown you. Okay, now what you have to do is, for the second approach, please cut this. Okay, delete the file here. Okay, then here what you have to do is notepad p1.html. Okay, p1.html. Now close this. Now here what you have to do is enclose HTML tag here. Okay, that's all. Enclose HTML tag and close this. Remaining is as it is. There is no change. Okay, understand all of you? Sorry, please note down the code. So nothing is there. Just simply type HTML tag. That's all. Okay. HTML tag. Simply type. Okay. Simply add this HTML tag. That's all. Okay. Please note down this. Okay. So now after typing this code, what you have to do is simply close the file and go to the folder. Okay. Now it is there in C drive and JP. Okay. Now see, where is the HTML file? This is my HTML file. Okay. This is my HTML file. Right. This is my HTML file. Now simply right click on this HTML file and open with Internet Explorer. Okay. Okay, right. Now the applet will be loaded on the console. Okay. Okay. Now this is the way of executing applets using HTML page. Okay. So now in order to get the output, your Java browser must, the web browser must support Java. Okay. The browser should be enabled with Java software. Okay. JRE must be updated. Okay. Okay. So now like that, you can print different shapes. Okay. Suppose here, okay. For example, if you want to draw G dot, draw rectangle, 10 comma 10 comma 300 comma 400. Okay. This is 10 means x1, y 10 means y1, x2, y2. Okay. X2, y2. Now compile the code. Okay. And here the applet code. Okay. Now using applet over you can draw. Okay. Now this is the rectangle. Inside the rectangle there is a string. Okay. Right. So sometimes you can also set the background colors also. Okay. So using the methods, okay, init method, we can set the background colors also. Okay. That part we'll discuss shortly. Okay. So next, let us see the next one, how to read numerical values. Okay. So reading numerical values. Okay. Now how to read numerical values, that part we'll see next. Okay. So now generally the drawstring method is there now. This drawstring is used to display so strings only. Okay. This is used to display strings only. Okay. And this is available in the class graphics class. Okay. It is in which class? Graphics class. Okay. The purpose of the drawstring is to display only strings. Okay. But if you want to display the numerical values, what you have to do is this numerical value must be converted into a string. Okay. Now to display strings numerical values, okay, now we must convert it into strings. Okay. Now to do this, there is a method. It is called value of. Okay. There is a method called value of. Okay. And this method is available in string class. This method is available in string class. Okay, value of, right? Now for example, there is a value that is integer a equal to 10. Okay, now I want to display this integer value on applet. What is the method? Which method you have to use? Drawstring. But drawstring method is for what? Only for displaying, only for displaying string values, but it is an integer. So that what you have to do is simply convert this a into string, that is by calling string dot value of this a. Okay, string dot value of a. Now the value of a is converted into string and it is stored in s. Then what you have to do is simply call g dot drawstring of s at the location 10 comma 20. That's all. Okay, at the location 10 comma 20. Now this is the way of handling numerical values, how to read numerics, right? This is the way of handling numerical values. Okay, this is the way of handling numerical values. So please note down this. We will see one example. Okay, so please note down this. We'll see one example, right? So now let us see the example. Now here in the paint method, what I am doing is here, let us take one integer variable, integer a is equal to 10, int b equals to 20. Okay, now integer sum equal to a plus b, sum equal to a plus b, right? Now convert this sum into string. Okay, that is s is equal to string dot value of this sum. Now sum is converted into string. Okay, now s. Okay, string s is equal to, suppose if you want to print a sum like this. Okay, string dot value of, okay, string dot value of sum. Now sum is what type of variable? This sum, actually this is integer type variable. Okay, sum is integer type variable and it is converted into string using which method? Value of method, and it is assigned to s. Now s consists of sum colon this sum, that is 30. Now the 30 will be printed. Okay, now see here, compile the code. Remaining is as it is, there is no change. Now compile the code. Java C p1.java and applet over. Now sum is, what is sum? Sum is equal to 30. Sum is equal to 30. Now this is what I have written here. Sum colon. Sum is converted to integer. This is 30. Okay. Please note down the code. Please. So please write down and we will see another example also. Okay. Please note down the code. We will see another example. Okay. Now let us see how to draw different shapes. Okay. How to draw different shapes. Okay. So how to draw lines also we'll see. Lines and rectangles. Okay. Right. So next write down drawing. So drawing methods of graphics class. Drawing methods of graphics class. Okay. So first one is draw arc. Draw arc. Now this is for what? Drawing arcs. The name itself tells us arcs. Next one is draw line. Next method is draw line. Now this is used to draw straight lines. Okay. Draw straight lines. Now draw oval. To draw circles and hollow ovals. Okay. There is no method to draw circle. Okay. Only oval. Next one, draw polygon. Draw polygon. Now this is for draw polygons. Draw polygons. Next one, draw rect. Draw rect. Now to draw rectangles. To draw rectangles. Okay. To draw rectangles. Now for all these, fill methods also available. Okay. Now fill arc and fill line is not there. Now fill vowel and fill polygon. Okay. And fill rect. Okay. And here draw round rectangle. Okay. Draw round rectangle is also there. Now this is for to draw round rectangle. Okay. And similarly fill round rectangle. Okay. Fill round rectangle. That means you can fill the shapes with a specified color. Okay. By default the color is black. Okay. The default color is black color, right? So now, and the other methods also there. Okay. Set color. Okay. Set the colors. Okay. So now let us see some examples. Okay, to draw these shapes. Okay. So please note down all these methods, and then we will see one examples. Okay, an example program. Okay, completed. Right. So next, let us see one example program. Okay. So to draw different shapes. Okay. Now G dot draw line. So 10 comma 10 comma 50 comma 50. Okay. X1 Y1, X2 Y2. Okay. And next one G dot draw the rectangle. Draw rectangle. Okay. 10 comma 60 comma 40 comma 30. G dot draw rect. Next one G dot fill rect. G dot fill rect. 60 comma 10 comma suppose 30 comma 80. Okay. Fill rect. And next one G dot draw round rectangle. G dot draw round rectangle. 10 comma 100 comma 80 comma and 50 comma 10 comma 10. Okay, so height and width also you need to specify. Okay, round rectangle. Okay, draw round rectangle. And next one, G dot fill round rectangle 20 comma 110 comma 60 comma 30 comma 5 comma 5. Okay, 5 comma 5 fill round rectangle. And the next one, G dot draw line. G dot draw line 100 comma 10 comma 230 comma 140. Okay, and G dot draw line of 100 comma 140 comma 230 comma 10. Okay, draw line of 10 comma 140 comma 230 comma 10. Okay, so please note down the code. Right, so now let us check the output. Now compile the code and run the code. Okay, these are all different shapes. Okay, now this is the first line, 10 10 50 50. This is 10 comma 10 50 comma 50, this one. Next, draw rectangle. Draw rectangle, that is 10 60 40 30. Okay, this one rectangle. Next, fill rectangle, this one 60 and 10. Okay, in the x direction 60, this is 10, and 40 and 30. 40 and 30, this one height and width. Okay, next one, draw round rectangle, this one inside circle. Okay, this is the outside one. Draw round rectangle. Next, fill round rectangle, this one. Next, draw line, this one. This one, draw line 10 20. This is 110 230 and 40 on 40, this one. Next, this one 100 and 140, 100 and 140, this one. 230 and 10, this one. Okay, These are all different shapes. Okay. So please note down the output also. Right. So this is about some basic applet programs. Okay. So in the next video, we will discuss some other additional shapes. Okay. So this is about the sample applet programs. Remaining programs we will discuss in another session. Right. Okay. Thank you. Please note down this code and then we'll close. So if you have any doubts, please ask me. I will clarify your doubts. Okay. Okay. Thank you all.